Yeah, everyone, welcome back to another video. You're not waving.
Hi. Sorry, so no.
Welcome back to another video. You would have seen us in the last video do the fuel filter on this where we got drenched. For us it's the day after, a lot better weather, a lot nicer. Yep. Today we're going to be finishing off the servicing, doing oil filter, oil, air filter, cabin filter, all that jazz. So yeah, tune in, see how we get on, and plus don't take us too seriously because we're just two amateurs and we're just going to have fun doing this. So yeah, enjoy.
Issue number one. We may have a bolt that's a little bit stuck, but we'll deal with that afterwards.
Alana find this a good excuse to have a clean out from underneath the car using a brush. As you can see, there's a bit of mud up there. It's not as bad as I thought. It's not as bad as I thought it was going to be. It's a bit worse than probably what we'd like, but it has done a number of off-roading and yeah, all different bits of pieces.
If you buy a Freelander, probably make a habit of doing this.
Yeah, if you've got a front bumper protector, or even if you haven't and you've been off-roading.
Even not a Freelander.
Yeah, just any off-roader. Get up underneath, remove some undertrays, and eat some dirt.
I'm not eating it, I'm eyeballing it. In here. I don't understand. It proves no purpose. Can I actually remove it? Do you think it sounds deadening?
Yeah.
Oh look.
I mean, if it's that knackered, you might as well just try and pull it off. But
I tried it last time and it don't come off as easy as you think.
You just don't want it catching on a belt if it's all crinkled up.
It won't be. It will flatten out again. I know from last time.
Right, next course on today's menu, apart from eating more dirt, sump bolt, undo that. Hopefully that's not going to be annoying. Shouldn't be. We've got a new one if this one, I'm eating dirt. We've got a new one if that one proves to be no good. But yeah, we'll inspect that once it comes out. Drain the oil, and then the fun task up there, the oil filter of doom. I don't know whose idea it was to put out there, but I need shouting at. Here's a controversial thing for you. Do you go from on top or are you underneath person? Because I know this is a commonly debated thing with Freelanders.
I prefer being underneath.
Yeah, I prefer it being underneath, but I know a lot of people prefer to do it from on top. So leave it in the comments below. Let us know.
We got a medical condition. I think it's called Dalmatian. That was after the plug came out, ironically.
How do you feel?
Oily. Hey,
Hey,
you look like you're wearing oil as lipstick.
Tastes good.
Yeah?
Yeah, good vintage.
You definitely did it in the wrong order.
Maybe do the oil filter first and then drain the oil.
I did say this, but I'm a woman and I know nothing.
I'm missing ya.
It's because you've released the filter, isn't it?
I didn't realise.
Well, you didn't realise you released the filter.
Hey! Easy, cheesy. Easy. God, that got me a good one.
If you're going to do an oil change, don't do it on a windy day.
Why is it every time we do an oil change, it's a windy
It's not
day?
normally this windy.
No, it's when we've done one before, it's been a windy day. It's like we know, it knows. The worst part is if I move this any more this way, it's going to stop being windy and blow back that way.
It's a bit covered. No, it's only dripping now. Man up. You're already covered. Deal with that.
Man up and drink oil.
Yeah. Real men drink oil.
Is that right, Michael? Freelander to Lightlander. Do real men drink oil? Comment below, Michael.
They do.
We thought we won. Old filter out. Rubber bit. Rubber thingy. Washer thingy. Bung. I don't know, whatever you call it.
It's a washer.
Washer, whatever you call it.
Or, well, no, technically it's an O-ring, isn't it, I suppose?
Or if you're Gary Hancock off the Freelander 2 group, A rubber ring. We'll call it that.
A rubber ring.
We won't actually say what he said that these things could be.
A beep.
A beep. And we've got a man.
No, that wasn't an oil filter.
No, what is the snorkel? Else. But it was a ring. We've got a man filter going on, and Alana's just covering it in oil, which is always good. All lubrication's good lubrication. Do you want some oil from the thing, or you got plenty there?
I'm using the oil that's coming out of the filter at present.
Alana is lubing up the ring.
Yeah.
Doing such a good
when
job.
I then go and put the other one back on.
You're looking lovely and grubby there.
I am, aren't I? Could you pass me some tissue?
No, not allowed.
Box is now acting as a windbreaker.
It's kind of worked in my favour.
Yeah, it didn't work in your favour half an hour ago.
Talking this up to 20 newton meters. Well, I've actually got it set to 21, so.
Rebel.
Yeah. If this, there you go. Talk.
We're talking.
We're talking. Undertray back on. We haven't put the front bumper protector on. We're leaving that off for now until we can get a couple new bolts or a few new bolts so we can get it on nice and securely. Next, oil pour. We've gone for this posh stuff. Costs an arm and a leg these days, but yeah, we've gone for this stuff. I know a lot of people use Millers, that sort of thing. I think the main thing is checking on here that Ford WSS bit, that one that ends with C. I think people say as long as it ends with B or C, then it's the right stuff. So yeah, treating her to some of the good stuff. Right, job number 67 on the list. Airbox time. Gonna get that replaced.
Little bit well loved.
A little bit dirty, but not too bad. We do kind of change this quite often because they can get a bit wet and damp. But now
nice and dry in there.
Yeah, now
things still in place.
Now we've done our bung modification or replacement or whatever you want to call it.
Video down below.
Yes. Yeah, it's all nice and dry in there, which is a good thing to see. And the air filter's nice and dry as well. Bit grubby, but overall not too bad. For our flavour of choice, we've gone for Crossland.
Flavour?
We like the Crossland flavour. Well, we don't really, it was just...
I wonder which way up it goes. Do you think it goes this way or this way?
I think it goes the other way.
Do you?
Okay, you got
I'll
it?
put it in this way.
Yeah, put it in upside down, go for it. See what happens. Modification, gain 20 brake horsepower.
Yeah.
And in she goes.
She's on.
Sleep well, Crossland.
Wasn't quite Oh, it needs a little bit of a push, that one.
In now?
Said now.
So now.
Lost my screwdriver now.
Right, so ticked off the list is oil filter change, that's done, air filter change, that's done, change the oil, drain the oil, done all that. Just run up the car, just to get the oil around the engine. While that's settling down, before we check it and do any top-ups if we needed, we're going to do the cabin filter, which this is my arch nemesis. I hate the cabin filter. When you see the state of the one that's in there, you'll understand why. I fought and fought and fought. I know everyone's going to say, oh, it's easy, it's really easy. Yeah, for some reason I couldn't get it in. I made a mess of it. Yeah, all went to pot. So here goes nothing. Hopefully I can do it in under 3 hours, because last time disaster, but I got it done in the end. Once again, flavour of choice, Crossland. Not for any particular reason. Wish we were sponsored, because every penny counts in this world that we're in, but Crossland is what we've gone for because it was in the middle. It wasn't the cheapest, it wasn't the most expensive, it was the one in the middle, which for some reason we're a sucker for. Alana is on the case. She's taking one for the team. Cover is off. Apologies for our footwell, but because off-roading. Just remember to note how the old one come out.
I know, I was just doing that. Hang on, let me be clever.
Alana is now officially being clever. As you can see, I've been a bit snobbery. I've gone for activated carbon. Not really sure if it makes any difference at all, but I'm a bit of a snob. Alana questioned why I'd go for something that cost double the price of a normal one, but I did.
It's because it wasn't him buying it.
Yeah, Alana was nice. She bought it for me. Right, as you can see, ladies and gents, the scuffage on the other side.
Oh.
You can see how much of a war I had with this. It was not a fun occasion, but I did win.
These look completely different, which is interesting.
Yeah.
Because this is plasticky, this one's not.
GoPro can't see it, but after much wrestling, the cabin filter is in. I've not mullered it as much as the last one. If anything, the main issue was the door, getting that back on. Right, another job on the list is to reset the service light. So if Alana turns the ignition on first of all, you'll see that it comes up with minus whatever that is, 1,500. So we're going to reset that. So first of all, turn the ignition off. So first of all, press and hold the trip reset button, and then turn on the ignition. It'll flash service, so release, and then press and hold that again until it's solid, and then release, and then it should show distance. When it does, press and hold, and then it will come up with reset.
Date.
Press and hold, and then it should come up with reset. And then it should say end after when that's gone back. Press and hold. And then there you go, 14,950 miles. Then it should come up 365 days.
Yep.
And then hopefully when we turn on the ignition in future, that shouldn't then come on anymore. Right, last job on the list. Just gonna give the ECU a quick scan to make sure there's no fault codes or anything. Because I have had cars in the past that have had fault codes on the ECU, but it's not showing a service light. So I always like to make a habit of giving it a quick scan just to make sure everything's all good. So we'll just go to fault codes, show log faults to start with. Hopefully it comes back with nothing. No fault codes in the ECU, which is good. Go for that, fault codes. And then show pending faults. Make sure there's none pending. That's all good as well. And last but not least, fault codes. Show historic faults. Shouldn't be anything on it. Hopefully not. We don't want to see anything. And there you go, no fault codes whatsoever, which is always a big bonus. Right, apart from the Sump guard front bumper protector not going back on, everything else I think has finally gone according to plan. Bit of wrestling here and there, but you know what, we're two amateurs, we don't do this all the time, so please be kind to us, we're not professionals. We've got it all done. We've saved a fortune in labour, which is what the main thing is about 4x4s. You save where you can and you spend where you can't, because there's a lot of things on these that you do need to spend some money on to get sorted, and that's where muddy mods and garages, specialist garages, come into their own. They're worth their godsend. But anyway, Alana's laughing because she hates long outros.
No, I'm actually laughing because you're rotating around.
Yeah, I'm giving them like a 360 view of the area. But yeah, hope you enjoyed that video. We'll catch you in the next one. Thank you very much for watching. And the Instagram logo is...
on your dirty face.
On my dirty face. Right, we'll see you in the next one, everyone. See you, everyone. Goodbye.